What's going on, everybody? This is Bronco Juggalo.
And Bill.
And today is day 2 of Wild Eye Week. And it's also MultiPack Mania. So Bill and I are going to do a multi-pack from Wild Eye.
And Wild Eye is the best week of the year.
Yep, always. 2 times a year now.
Sweet.
So this is our triple pack that we are picking from today. We have the Housewife Slasher, the Long Island Serial Killer, and Dead Woman's Hollow. Now, as you know, we always go by the order on the back, which is the exact same as the order on the front. And we have a 6-sided die. So this is the way it's going to go. If we roll a 1 or a 4, we're doing Housewife Slasher. If we roll a 2 or a 5, we're doing the Long Island Serial Killer. And if we roll a 3 or a 6, we're doing Dead Woman's Hollow. And I'm going to give Bill the honor of the roll.
All right. Let's see. We have a 6.
We have a 6. So we will be reviewing Dead Woman's Hollow. We will be right back with our thoughts. All right, guys. So we watched Dead Woman's Hollow. And we're back with our review.
And it's the second day of Wild Eye Week. Oh, come on. Be a little more excited. It's the best time of the year.
I am. But we mentioned that like 5 seconds ago in the other part of the video.
No, but you should still be more excited.
I'm always excited. So this is a 2017 film, which we were doing for MultiPack Mania, and, as he said, Wild Eye Week. Directed by Libby McDermott, starring Monique Dupree as Busty. Monique Dupree is also known as the first black scream queen. And she's done a lot of stuff with a lot of people. She's been in a lot of movies. And she works with Tommy Dreamer all the time in his wrestling promotion, which is pretty fucking cool.
That is cool.
As Donna, we have Sarah Snyder. And as Jen, we have Mel Halfin. Our killer Leroy is played by Boodle Montgomery. I don't know what kind of name Boodle is, but hey.
Boodle?
We all gotta be named something.
I guess so. It could be worse, though. It could be like a dirty hippie name, like Moonbeam or some shit like that. So
who knows? A mountain man named Leroy is hunting and killing girls in the Appalachian Mountains of Pennsylvania.
It's his own personal hunting lodge.
Pretty much. Supposedly based on true events, which I guess they could claim that very loosely, as there have been a lot of murders in the Appalachian Mountains over the last 4 decades. Now, Bill and I both enjoyed this film.
I did. I enjoyed it.
We have some issues. One of those issues for both of us is that they spent a lot of time establishing the characters, like a lot of time.
It was
could have been
slow.
It could have been done in much quicker timing.
Yes, definitely a lot quicker. It's a slow movie, but not one of those that you consider a slow burn, which actually leads up to the story.
But at the same time, I never lost interest.
I didn't either. I didn't lose interest, but yeah, a little too much time taken in the film.
It is on the longer side a bit. It's like, what, an hour and 40 minutes?
Something like that.
Yeah, a little bit on the longer side than for what a slasher or a killer movie should be, in my opinion. But still, they did it decent enough to where, as we said, we didn't lose interest.
Exactly.
Aside from that I know we both share, my first negative on this film is the cops without equipment and without guns again. I understand that it's low-budget filming, but I can go on eBay and buy a duty belt for like $15. They make cheap ones. Yeah. Well, they make cheap one looking ones too, and it's not like you're really going to use it all that much. You're just using it to film.
True.
It's got all the pouches and everything. It's got all the things that you need on it, including a gun holster.
Yeah.
For like $15. It's not that much. I don't see why so many of these lower budget films have just cops. Or they're wearing a brown shirt. Half the time they're not even wearing a badge. Half the time, this one at least they had badges on their shit.
Okay, and they did.
But like, they had no belts, they had no weapons. It makes it totally unbelievable for me.
It does. It really does make it unbelievable. And not only that, you know, come on, you gotta know people. A lot of times you can get people to loan you clothing. Not guns, not a gun, but...
Oh, I got people that'll loan me a gun if I wanted to.
But you know what I'm saying.
For
Somebody
filming
could loan you it, not...
If you're filming a movie, I'll loan you a gun, as long as I'm watching while you use it.
Yeah.
And it's unloaded. I'm the one that's basically the weapon master on the film. So I know what's
Okay,
going on
okay.
with it. Yeah, I'll submit my weapons for that. In fact, I've already started filming some footage. I'm going to need a cop, and I do have a friend who's the chief of police. Let's see if he'll get involved in this. I don't know if he'll be able to, but I'm going to see.
Yeah, yeah. Right. As far as cons go, I don't have a lot of cons for this film. It was in... Are you alright?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm stretching the back.
Okay.
Oh, stretching and popping.
I hear that. We getting old. Way too quickly. Okay. As far as cons go for this film, though, I don't really see a lot of cons for this film. This is a well-done film. The only thing I didn't like was Donna's character. I did not like her. She was good with the acting, but...
I pointed that out to him that if you hate her that much, it means she's doing a good job.
Yeah,
so it's kind of a pro.
It is.
But you just hate the character that they wrote.
I hate the character they wrote, how she's taking advantage.
No.
I just hated that.
Yeah. The only other con I have is that they could have had a little more closure at the end of this film. It just kind of stops. It doesn't actually end. Like, I was like, wait, it's over? Because even though it was pretty long, the way they stop it, they just kind of stop it. And I'm like,
they do.
Okay, it didn't seem like we were done yet.
But apparently we are.
Yeah, I guess so. I did like the little post-credit scene. That was funny.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, that was funny.
And, what was it? Convenience store?
Yeah. Yeah,
that was good. That was good. Well, if that's the only negatives we have, I guess we need to get into the positive things.
First one for me is that acting.
It is.
The acting is good in this movie, guys. They do a good job. All the actors do a really good job for the most part. There are some that aren't the greatest, but for the most part, our main characters are really good.
Yes, they're spot on.
Mm-hmm.
And like he said, I hated that damn Donna so much.
Yeah, her character was a real twat.
But damn if he ain't right. It is the acting. She was probably a character that you are supposed to hate.
And I'm hoping that the actress is nothing like her. You would hope.
Yeah. My first pro for this film is the very opening of this film. I felt really bad for whoever they got to do this because you can tell it's definitely fall. There's no leaves on the trees. And this poor woman, she's totally naked and she's walking
on sharp-ass rocks along a train track.
Yeah. Oh my God. I felt so sorry for her. This
is kind of a pro for me as well. This movie starts out with a mood of total uncomfortableness.
Yeah.
And then we're watching a guy basically, we thought at first he was like peeping Tom spying.
Yeah.
And what it was, he was bird watching and then he noticed her and then he calls for help.
Yeah.
But it's just the whole beginning of this movie is fucking uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable to watch. Because you look at her and you're like, man, I'm feeling your pain right now and it sucks.
Yeah, because the whole shot, you see
and it's a long fucking time, a long shot.
Yeah, foot to toe, you see her. You see she is walking barefoot on this.
Bare ass naked.
And I thought, well, she's on the railroad tracks. Maybe she's going to try to walk on the beams? No, she just... And this was great acting again. She played the role well, even though it wasn't a significant role, but she's walking on those sharp rocks.
It's the girl from the end of the movie.
Oh, it is?
You just don't realize it because
forget?
she's so fucked up looking.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
But because it starts out in the past, it starts out in the future or whatever, and then or present day, and then it goes back to a few days before.
Oh, yeah. You're right.
Yeah, so,
but still, you feel so bad. Like, oh my God. Every step looks like that hurts.
It keeps that level of uncomfortableness through most of the film. It really does.
It does.
And something that I thought that kind of relates to that is there's a lot of TNA in this film. If that's your bag, it's one thing. But the TNA in it was not a... How do I put this? It was sad. It's like depressingly sad. Like you feel for these people while they're in this. It's uncomfortable. It's not a good kind of TNA. It's not a, it's not. I'm trying to think of a good example. Like it's not Fast Times at Ridgemont High. The girl coming out of the pool and all. It's not.
Okay.
That.
Okay. Yeah.
This is nasty, ugly. I'm not saying extreme. It's not extreme. It's just sad. It's sad and it's depressing kind of TNA. And it's something that just keeps that level of uncomfortableness going during the film.
Yes, you're absolutely right. I'll go in to my next thing there. We already talked about the past and future. The transition in this film, because it happens throughout the film, past and future. And the transitions are done very well. You can tell you're in the past as opposed to the present.
Yeah, it does. It is done very well. I did enjoy that as well. Final thing I have that lends to the total tone of this film is the music. Oh. They did a really good job on the score. It very much lends to the atmosphere. And overall, I think this was a good one. This is a movie that even though it's a bit too long, it's one I'm glad that I've watched. I'm glad I have in my collection. So for this Multi-Pack Mania and this Wild Eye Week, we starting this shit good because this has been a pretty good fucking film.
Yes, this was an amazing film. There's only one thing I want to touch on. Other than that, it goes with the atmosphere of this film as well. That weird fucking tree with the face on it that looked like it had a glory hole.
Yeah, somebody had decorated a tree up to look like a face.
And it had a glory hole.
It looked like, I was like, so who's on the other end? A chipmunk?
I was like, that's just fucking creepy looking. You imagine just walking out and seeing that? You'd be like, okay, time to turn around.
Yep.
I ain't going no further. Back to the car.
All right. Well, guys, that's it for Wild Eye Week Day 2. In the books, 2 down, 5 to go. This is Bronco Juggalo. Say your name, fucker. No.
And Bill saying, hope you enjoy fucking Wild Eye Week. Wild Eye Week, we have it 2 weeks a year now?
Yep.
2 weeks a year. Best 2 weeks of the year is Wild Eye Week. Fuck Christmas. This is better.
12 Days of Christmas is fun too.
This is better.
Peace out, y'all.
Good night.
Talking about mob shit. Couple $100 grand, nah, it ain't much. One phone call, you can get touched. Jimmy gave Tommy a to-do list. Good fellas always got a full clip.